Hello, I'm David Fung, come from eTech Solution. Thank you Autodesk giving me a chance to present our company solution. Today's topic is how BIM and IoT lowering the cost of building management system. Traditional BMS is a standalone control system. It is used to monitor the air conditioning, pumping, lighting, all these devices. And BMS runs the BATLAB data protocol, which is an industrial standard. BMS data can be extracted from the BATLAB IP network for BIM and FM application. But what is the incentive to extract the BMS data? Yearly, I think your company is paying a maintenance cost to the BMS vendor to maintain the system. From the accounting point of view, it is an OPEX, it's an expense. But if we can perform the data transformation, the big data is another story. It's become the cash cow or even an intangible asset of your company, because nowadays everyone is talking about the big data. Big data has a market value. How to do it? Our company developed a BMS interface server, which is located in the BMS network. It listens the BATLAB, the IP traffic, and then we perform the data transformation from the BATLAB data to the big data, and then forward to individual applications. For example, the BIM viewer, the FM platform, all this. Data is growing every day. The big data builds the knowledge database, and this knowledge database strengthens the AI predictive power, and this knowledge database eventually becomes one of your important assets of your company. But what is the application? There's two major applications we are going to present today. The first one is the intelligent FM. Intelligent FM serves the AI and the FM manager. Nowadays, I think most of the companies don't have the AI yet, but eventually we foresee AI will play a system role to FM manager manage the building, maybe 3 to 4 years later. But nowadays, we have to well prepare to accumulate to build this knowledge database on the FM platform. And the second one is the energy visual performance in BIM. What is it? BIM plus BMS, the output is energy visual performance analysis. Okay, what is it? How to do this in the BIM plus BMS? I use a single slide to elaborate it. Imagine you walk through inside the BIM viewer, like the Carol mentioned, you can use the Autodesk Forge to run the BIM viewer, and you find there's a temperature figure, and this figure is come from the BMS system in real time. This is a true data. That means you don't need to walk through your whole building. You just sit in front of your PC, and then you open the BIM viewer to monitor the temperature inside your building. It's greatly reduce your operation workforce. Using the Autodesk Forge is a great tool for you to view the different applications like the BMS monitoring. For example, in this slide, you can monitor the temperature change in different zones or rooms. And this one, this is a training room. I use the BIM from CIC. There's a different VRV in the training room. We highlight one of the VRV and display its corresponding temperature inside the BIM viewer. It's not difficult. And this is the second demo done on the Autodesk Forge. Assume you have a building model. You create the room objects, and the color represents the energy usage by each zone or rooms. Yes, very easy to understand. And all this data is come from the live value from the BMS system directly, or even from a power meter. In scenario 2, in the FM application, how to combine the FM and the BMS data together. In a payroll, we will receive a complaint from your end user that a room is too cold, but the BMS system doesn't show any unusual or alert in the console. And then the FM officer visits the room and then check using the iPad to keep track of the air handling unit in the BIM viewer, and then compare its BMS set point and actual data, and review any work order issued before. Here is the screen capture on the iPad device. The left-hand side is the FM service order, and the right-hand side is the BIM viewer. And when you click an element in the BIM, its BMS figure can be displayed. I made a short video to demonstrate it. We usually receive a phone call and room is too cold, and the FM manager come to your room immediately using the iPad to open the BIM, select an object of the chair, and then click an object, and then open the asset information and select the corresponding figure from the BMS, the temperature, or something wrong. At the same time, the FM officer issued the work order on the left-hand side immediately. That is the overall workflow in combining the FM and BMS application. Okay, fine, perfect. But the problem is there's a two technical domain. Left-hand side is the BMS people. They come from the building service, and the right-hand side, they come from the architect, the model designer. How to do it together? There's a two technical people, different. Only 3 steps. You can do it, not difficult. Step 1, you have to perform the BIM linkage. There's a 2 approach in doing the BIM linkage. The option 1, you have to embed the BMS point address. Usually, the point address involves 4 different data fields: level ID, device ID, object type, and object ID. I made these 4 fields in a custom data field under the reference and put all this information of this element in the reference. And where does the information come from? Usually, you can find this information from your BMS supplier, the point schedule. All this information is available already. Don't worry. And then you do the mapping one by one of this air handling unit and put it in the building model. But we will think it's still troublesome. There's a second approach. You just pass me the GUID and we will do the mapping for you. In case you have difficulties in generating the GUIDs, don't worry. You can provide you a Dynamo script in getting all the GUID for you. This is the step 1, the BIM linkage. Step 2, this is the most important one today to me. Just pay me the money and then purchase the BMS interface server to me, that's all. Step 3, I think most of the time you are the expert and familiar with the visual or Revit. But most of the time in the future, you will make sure the BIM viewer, like mentioned by Carol, Autodesk Forge is a very good platform in doing this. For example, you don't need to install anything. Just open your web browser and then click the model to open the BIM and select the element to retrieve the figure. That's all. No more software installation. I'll summarize only 3 components. Step 1, BIM linkage. Step 2, the major component, BMS interface server. And the step 3 is the BIM viewer selection. Then you can combine all these BMS and BIM together. Okay. Besides the BMS and BIM linkage, we can also extend it to other instant messaging. For example, if your FM manager go to China, they can receive any email or alert on the mobile device, maybe the firewall issue by the China government, where we can link up with the other popular platform like the WeChat or TikTok. That means even you can go to Beijing or Shanghai, you can receive the alert from Hong Kong system without the firewall issue. And the second one, because everyone using the web, you don't need to pay me any software client license. Just purchase one single server license, and then you are entitled unlimited client license to get this IoT, the web dashboard, to monitoring the overall data activities. It is a web. If you are interested in it, you can come to our booth to visit, to review the IoT dashboard. Actually, it is a simulation of the IoT data. This data is come from the BMS system. This can run on different kind of device like the desktop, PC, tablet, or even the mobile phone. Okay, that is the second application. What is the intelligent FM? What is the difference compared with traditional standalone FM system? Traditional FM system plays a very passive role. They just manage the daily work order, inventory control, workflow management without any live data. Don't forget, more than 60% usage is consumed by the electrical system like the pumping, air conditioning, lighting. The FM manager is looking for more energy-aware intelligent FM system. And this system, as I mentioned, is builds a knowledge database on the overall building energy performance for the future AI usage. So you see, all this BMS data will be injected to the FM system in real time, and the FM system will play a knowledge database to accumulate this kind of data. You may ask, what is the reference in Hong Kong? Last year, we worked with Plan On to win the tender from them. There is a big property project by Henderson Land Development in North Point. They using the Siemens BMS network, and we place a server inside the building to listen all the about 3,000 active devices inside the building to capture all of the backlog traffic, and then we forward this backlog traffic to the Plan On FM system. The project is still going on. I think that the team is working on the BIM client development, try to reflect the real-time data and the energy usage by individual floors of this building. How about the multiple building? This is a single building, as I mentioned before, but how about multiple building is talking about the IoT hub. I don't talk more details, the technical size on the IoT hub, but I will spend one slide to elaborate it. IoT hub actually is just like a post office. They are used to exchange the data. When you receive the message from the individual building, and then you will play a message queue inside the server. Be careful, message queues is not equal to database. These are two different concepts, but if you are interested in it, you will come to my booth. I will elaborate more details. And this IoT hub, and then will distribute different message to different platforms like the AI, FM, BIM viewer, etc., etc. We are working with a number of major clients how to develop the IoT hub, because it's talking about very long-term strategy in within data for multiple buildings. And this slide elaborate, is talking about the exchange of the message queue. It's more on IT side, but if you are like more details on the technical development, we can provide a study for you. Oh, thank you for your time. If you are interested in download the PowerPoint, you are welcome to scan the QR code of this page. And when you read our company website, you will find a download link here. Oh, thank you for your time. Question. Sorry, one question is, how many components is delivering the BIM plus BMS?
3 components.
Thank you, correct. Oh, thank you for your time.